dear friends. In the previous session, we have learned what are the different types of leasing. Today, let us continue with what are the advantages of the leasing. So, the leasing, it has emerged as an alternative way to the finance, and the parties which are involved in this leasing, that is particularly the lessor and the lessee, they are enjoying many benefits. So what are those benefits? Let us see here. First, there are many advantages enjoyed here. So some of the advantages that are enjoyed by the lessor. So some of the advantages that are enjoyed by the lessor are the safety, the liquidity, profitability, tax benefit, equity return, then promote manufacturers, direct financing, convenience, hidden liability, no risk. So in this way, there are many advantages enjoyed by the lessor. Let us discuss these advantages one by one. First one is safety. So this is one of the most safe method of financing because the ownership of the asset will remain with the lessor, and the lessor has got the right to take back the asset in case if the lessee fails to pay the rent. So therefore it is safe. Second is liquidity. So this lease contract, it is entered for a short period of time. It is entered for a very short period of time. If the lessee fails to pay the rent, then the lessor has got the right to take back the asset. Third is the profitability. So when we compare to the direct financier, the rate of interest is more in case of direct finance. But in case of this leasing, the rate of interest is not felt by the lessee because when he pays the interest, that interest is paid along with the rent, or interest is paid as a part of the installments, and at the same time he is also availing the tax benefit in case of this leasing. So therefore tax benefit. Then fifth one is equity returns. So the lessor, he collects the funds from the different sources. He can collect them from the equity debt and the debt funds. By raising more amount of debt capital, the equity returns can also be increased. So that is the fifth advantage. Then the sixth one is it will promote the manufacturers. So the lessor can promote the different manufacturers. Lessor can promote the different manufacturers because the specifications of the lessee will provide new ideas to the lessor and to the supplier. So therefore it will promote the manufacturers. Then direct financing. So the lessor will directly enter a contract into the lessee. No mediators are there. Therefore, it is a easy way of financing. Then convenient. It is a very convenient method. It is a very convenient method. The lessor and the lessee, they will enter into the contract, and the asset is given here as a rent. The lessee is paying the rent to the lessor, that is for a period that has been agreed between them. It is a very easy method. It is a very time saving method, and therefore it is very, very convenient. Then hidden liability. So in case of this leasing, there is no any hidden liability. So the contract is entered here between the lessor and the lessee. Lessor is paying the rent as and when according to the contract between the lessor and the lessee, and therefore there is no hidden liability. Then the last one is no risk. No risk. So here the asset is given by the lessor to the lessee on the rental basis. In case if the rent is not paid, the lessor has got the right to take back the asset. There is no risk at all. So therefore no risk of obsolescence. So these are some of the advantages of the leasing. Similarly, there are many advantages to the lessee. So the lessee is also enjoying benefits, and he is enjoying more benefits than the lessor. So there are many advantages enjoyed here by the lessee, like for example initial investment, alternative use of funds, easy and fast credit, then no security restrictions, tax concessions, time saving, reduced risk, financial plan, free choice, adjustable rent, fair balance sheet, then free choice, etc. So there are many advantages enjoyed here by the lessee. Let us see here what are the advantages enjoyed by the lessee. First one is the initial investment. So the new concern will get easy initial investment in the fixed assets, because the amount that is required for the capital goods such as plant, machinery, building, etc., it is very heavy, and the lessee will get these equipments without any investment. So you need not make any investment. And if you want to buy these assets, you have to make a huge amount of investment. Without making this investment, the new concern, it is getting these assets. So therefore it is an initial investment. Second one is alternative use of funds. So as the funds are not blocked here in the capital goods here, those funds can be utilized for other purposes, and the rental payment, it is lesser than the investment in the asset. If you buy an asset, you have to make huge investment, but when you pay the rent, it is less. So therefore the rental payment is less than the investment in the asset. Third one is easy and fast credit. The leasing, it is a very easy way to acquire the asset, because the procedure is very simple and fast, no mediators are involved, and therefore it is a very easy and a fast method of getting the credit. Fourth one is no security restrictions. So here the firm need not worry for the provision of security in order to get the finance. The lease asset itself is the security to the finance. The lease asset itself is a security. So therefore the firm need not worry for the provision of the security in order to get the finance. Then tax concession. As I told there, so the amount is deducted, the lease rental, it is a deductible from tax, therefore the lessee is getting a tax concession. Then time saving. As I told there, the procedure is very simple and it is very fast, so therefore it will take a very short period of time, or time can be saved here in this leasing. Then financial plan. Another advantage is financial plan. Leasing does not affect the financial plan and the structure, because even after acquiring the asset, the debt equity ratio, it is not affected here. The firm need not borrow to take assets on lease basis. Firm need not borrow to take the asset on the lease basis. So that much amount of funds are available with the company here, and the debt equity ratio, it is not affected here, and the financial plan and the structure, it is not affected here in case of this leasing. That is another advantage to the lessee. Then one more advantage is the free choice. The lessee has got a free choice, or he has got the right to select the asset according to his choice or according to his specification. According to his specification. So the lessor has to manufacture according to the specification. There is no forced sales to the lessee. Then another advantage is adjustable rental. Adjustable rental. So the rental installments are fixed between the two parties, the possible adjustments can be agreed upon and finalized easily. Both the parties, so they will sit, that is the lessor and the lessee, they will sit, adjustments are made here, and the rental installments are fixed between both the parties. So therefore adjustable rental. Then one more advantage is fair balance sheet. Fair balance sheet. So the current ratio, cash ratio, etc., they show a better position, and therefore the balance sheet, it will look what you can say, that look very smart. Then one more advantage is quality assets. So the lessee can take a quality assets on lease from the lessor. Only good quality assets, which are in good condition, can be taken. Then flexibility. So they have got, the lessor and the lessee have got the flexibility here. So they can take the asset for what period of time it is required here. For example, if a lessee is in need of an asset only for 2 months, then he can enter into an agreement for 2 months, and he can take the asset on lease for 2 months. So flexibility. Then better usage of capital. So funds are not blocked here. So therefore the rent that is being paid here, it is short amount or a small amount, and therefore the funds can be used, or capital can be utilized for some other purposes. So in this way, there are many advantages of this leasing, both to the lessor as well as to the lessee. So 10 marks question may be asked there. Briefly explain the advantages of leasing. So you have to write both to the lessor and to the lessee here. Otherwise 5 marks question may be asked here. What are the advantages of leasing to the lessor? Only for 5 marks. What are the advantages of leasing to the lessee? Only for 5 marks it may be asked there. Or a long question, what are the advantages of leasing? So I hope all of you have understood the advantages. So in the next session, let us meet and discuss what are the disadvantages of leasing. Thank you.